We like to tell ourselves we climbed here alone, crawled out of the mud, sharpened sticks, tamed fire, built cities, wrote books, launched rockets. But what if that story isn't the whole truth? What if human evolution didn't run on luck and time alone? What if it was nudge-guided by visitors from the stars? Think about it. For millions of years, hominids stumbled along in small bands, making simple tools, hunting and hiding. Then boom, something changed. Our brains ballooned, language bloomed. We painted caves with visions of bison and spirits. Anthropologists call it the Great Leap Forward. But leaps that big don't usually come from nowhere. Sometimes leaps come when someone gives you a push. Native elders tell stories of star people, visitors who came down in glowing lodges, taught the people how to grow corn, how to listen to the land, how to read the sky. They weren't gods exactly, just different, powerful, shining. The Lakota speak of white buffalo calf woman who brought sacred ways. The Hopi remembered beings who guided them through earlier worlds. If you strip away the sacred robes, the stories sound like encounters with teachers, not of this earth. What if those visitors didn't just teach farming, but also tinkered with us directly? A splice in the code, a twist in the genes, a gift of intelligence. Our DNA is full of mysteries, sudden changes that don't fit the slow crawl of natural selection. Could those be fingerprints? Upgrades, left by hands we can't see. Look at myths across oceans. In Sumer, the Anunnaki descend from the heavens to fashion humanity as helpers. In Mesoamerica, Quetzalcoatl teaches humans the arts of civilization. In Africa, the Dogon tribe holds precise knowledge of Sirius, a star invisible without telescopes. These aren't random. They're echoes of the same idea. Someone came, helped, and left. And what about the timing? Just when humanity should have stayed a middling primate, we lit the fire of imagination. What if that's when the visitors nudged Usmabi out of curiosity? Maybe out of pity. Maybe because they needed us. A cosmic gardener doesn't always plant a tree for shade. Sometimes it's planted to harvest later. Here's where the story takes a darker turn. If evolution was nudged, then who holds the blueprint? If they gave us intelligence, could they also take it away? Are we free or still tethered to a plan we don't understand? Maybe myths of judgment days, returns of gods, apocalypses. Maybe they're not divine threats, but scheduled check-ins. The gardener's returning to see how their crop has grown. But there's another way to see it. Maybe we aren't experiments. Maybe we're apprentices. The nudges weren't chains, but sparks. They gave us the fire. We had to learn how to use it. And that's what we've been doing, sometimes burning down forests, sometimes lighting the way. Imagine one of those visitors standing at the edge of a hunter's fire, 50,000 years ago, watching us shape our first myths. In smoke and shadow, he kneels, sketches a symbol in the dirt, shows us how to listen to the stars. 10 leaves vanishing into the night sky, trusting that one day we'll remember enough to follow. The truth might still be written in us, not in old tablets or broken bones, but in the very code of our bodies. Our DNA carries not just the history of apes and fish, but perhaps signatures, markers that hum with intention. If we listen closely, maybe we'll hear them. Maybe we'll discover we're not just children of Earth, but of the cosmos, kin to the stars as much as the soil. And if that's true, then evolution isn't finished. The nudges might still come. In dreams, in visions, in sudden leaps of science. Maybe the visitors are waiting, just outside our sight, to see if we're ready for the next spark.